In history, when you were in class 7, we were being taught about how the colonizers managed to manage the black man. One of the things they did was what was called divide and rule. So what they were coming, they pick this one as a chief, bring this one as a home guard, and leave the rest in the field. The chief and the home guard at those days then would then try to protect the process and say the white man is good. I've given you an example. Uncle Tom's story. In the age of slavery, there was the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro used to eat crumbs of bread and leftovers of ugali in the kitchen. And the field Negro would sweat out in the field. They were whipped by the masters and blood was oozing in their bodies. Their sweat was used to build great empires. In return, they were paid nothing, and some died and they were buried in the field because they were fighting for a freedom against slavery. Now, when you ask the house Negro, what is your story about the white man? The house Negro will say, the white man is a good man. The white man cares for us. He takes us to Sunday school and he pays us some money. But when you ask the field Negro, he will tell you of stories of horror of those that have died in the field. Nobody tells you today of the sexual abuses the workers are going in the tea farms in the estate. No one will tell you of the story of the many workers that lost their families and they were sacked unceremoniously. If you go to Naivasha flower farm, today is thriving so well. And when we listen to voices in these multinationals, what we need to ask ourselves, number one, is that the voice of the landlord or the tenant? Because when there are people being housed in that estate speaking, then the question we ask ourselves, are these the voices of the landlord or is this the voice of the tenant? And I will leave at that one because we are open for consultations. We continue to negotiate. We have a task force. When they are done, the assembly and the secretary will sit and they will debate the results of the task force and we will engage them. And we are saying this in principle, that we have no problem. We want to continue engaging, but engage with respect, knowing that partnership must also benefit the local community at all times. Thank you.